Hey, what is up, squad? We are back with some more character tier lists. We are doing season 1 of Dragons Rising. Quite a long tier list this time. A lot of characters, especially for the season, because there's like, what, 20 episodes, right, this season? So, yeah, very long list. I mean, some of them I'll probably be putting at NA, because I don't really know where to rank them. But yeah, I'm hyped to do this. We're going to do this, and then I'm going to check out season 2 of Dragons Rising, which I'm pretty hyped for, because we did leave off with still a lot of questions unanswered, right? So, yeah. All right, if you guys want early and uncut reactions, make sure to check out the Patreon. If you want early edited reactions, check out the YouTube membership. And let's get right into it. All right, some of them, I don't even remember their names, to be honest. But first things first, we do have this agent. Where would I put him? I don't know. He's the agent of reassignment, right? The Department of Reassignment. I mean, it's kind of crazy that they were just sending people to wherever. But this guy, I'll just put him at C for now, because like we only had a brief interaction between him and Aaron, right? And also Manager Jay, right? Like, there's still so many questions unanswered, right? All right, Aaron. Dude, I did like Aaron. But where would I put him? I don't know. I do like him. It's just that I feel like he's still kind of in like a hatchling form, you know? Like, for now, I'll put him at... Fuck, where would I put him? I don't know, man. I think I'll put him at maybe A. I think I'll put him at A for now. But I see the potential of him. Like, with the Spinjitzu object throwing stuff. Like, he's still a, trainee, right? I do like his character. I like the fact that he idolizes the ninjas and stuff like that. It's just that his Spinjitzu just isn't right there yet. I need him to be, master that, because I'm surprised he hasn't made any progress on his own Spinjitzu. Like, yes, he can do the Spinjitzu object throwing thing, but he hasn't really mastered his own Spinjitzu. And I really wish it gets to the point where he can fully do like an orange Spinjitzu at that point. In terms of character, yeah, I do like his character. It just feels like I kind of want to see more of his resolve and goals. Like, yes, I feel like his main goal is to definitely look for the missing people, right? Like his parents and stuff, and also the missing people of Ninjago. I assume like all the missing people of Ninjago are kind of just like, what happened to the other ninjas, right? They all ended up in different lands or different realms and stuff like that. We did watch Monstrosity, and Kai ending up in the land of the monsters. Kind of fucking crazy, by the way. That shit was peak. All right, but I'll put him at A. I see potential in him being like S plus and S later. All right, Arakure. Dude, Arakure, this guy's pretty goated. I do like him. I put him at A too. I just want to see more. Like all we really got was his pathetic self, but then him regaining his hope for his land of Ninjago to grow bigger. And also, yes, you guys did tell me about how Ninjago is a floating island. So I guess it would make sense that even if it goes back to its original land size, it will just be like the Cloud Kingdom, right? Where it'll just float around. So I guess that does make sense, right? So that is pretty interesting. But I definitely do want to see more. Like, his abilities were cool when he was fighting off the Howlers. I just want to see what type of role is he going to play in the future seasons. All right. Beatrice. Honestly, not a bad villain, but I felt like the mysteriousness of Lord Ross made me feel like he was a better villain. I don't know, man. I didn't hate her, but I didn't like her completely. Maybe I might move her to a B. She was like a B tier villain for me, There was just nothing really special about her, other than being a usurper, right, to the throne, rebelling, overthrowing her sister as well. Or like, wait, what did they even do with her? What did she even do with her sister? Because they never really showed. They just showed her, being cuffed, and then they never showed anything else. So I assume Beatrice is still alive, right? Has to be. All right, Boonsy. I don't know where to put her. She was really funny in the brief moments. I'll put her at high B for now, like just because of the comedy side and the way she acts and her attitude. But I definitely need to see more. Like, just those brief movements weren't enough. And also, like, why are they stuck in the land of the lost things? Like, what is that fog thing, man? Like, why is it blocking them? All right, the caregiver. Dude, I don't really know where to put this caregiver. I'll put her at high C for now. Like, She raised Wildfire, but we never saw the caregiver again. Like, where did the caregiver go? It never followed Wildfire, to go rescue Heatwave, right? But I'm generally surprised, like, why we didn't get more of the caregiver. And where does Wildfire originally come from? That is still a question. Like, it can't be Imperium, right? Because, I mean, I could see it being from Imperium, but there are probably, like, other high-tech realms, right? But it doesn't look like it's, like, an Imperium tech, right? Like, it just doesn't look like that. But she definitely must have come from a realm that was very high-tech, because otherwise, how would they make this a caregiver bot, right? All right, we have was it Craglings, I think? Yeah, the Craglings. I don't know how I feel about the Craglings. They were kind of ass, to be honest. I'll put it at C for now. They weren't as strong as I expected. I know we've seen Craglings before when Wu and Garmadon back in the days. They definitely looked a lot different from how they are now. But yeah, I'll just put them at C for now. All right, this is the algae farmer leader guy, the mechanic guy. You know what? W to them and the citizens. Wait, I think I also put them up here somewhere. Where are they? The algae farmers are right here. All right, I'm gonna rank these people together. I mean, I'll put them at B. They did a good job, fighting off, retaking back their land and stuff like that. I do like that fact. I definitely wish, to be honest, that episode kind of did feel a bit of a setup, like it felt like it was setting up that tooth thing that fell from the crab. Like, I still don't know what that tooth thing is, by the way. I'm keeping that in mind. But it forcibly, grew that whatever creature we had. And now that we talk about that creature, I realize I've got to put that creature in. All right, just put it in. So now that we're on this topic of this crab monster, I wonder what that middle tooth is. Like, what type of energy is it? What could it be? Like, maybe it's dragon energy? I mean, like, because I don't know, the season or the series seems to have a focus on dragons quite a lot. So maybe it's some form of dragon energy or some kind. I don't know. But this crab monster, where would I put the crab monster? I'll put it at like high C, I would say. No, I think I'll put it B. Yeah, I think it was pretty crazy. But the one thing I didn't get was his breath didn't really do anything. like this crab monster's breath did like jack shit, man. It was kind of funny. All right. Now that we're on the topic of the agents, maybe I'll do all the agents together. Yeah. So we have, I don't really know their names though, to be honest. I don't really know where to put Jay, because like Jade like barely said anything this season. Barely did anything. But these are pretty much all the agents that I remember off the top of my head. I know there was a lot more characters in there, but I didn't put them in because they were like so unimportant, right? Yeah, I don't really know where to put these agents, to be honest. To be honest, I find them like more annoying. Like, generally just like really, I mean, they were just pissing me off, to be fair. Like, just the way they talked with all the forms and stuff, it was driving me crazy. Hence why it's called the Realm of Madness, right? As for Jay, I know this is weird, but I think I'm putting Jay in NA. I don't know where to rank him. Like, he just showed up, gave a couple of commands, and then left, right? So I don't know where to rank Jay this season. He didn't really do anything this season. I mean, hopefully we do go back to the Realm of Madness or the administrator place, and hopefully we get Jay back, because I do want to know what he's been up to, or how did he... I assume he got sent to the Realm of Madness, but how did he get to the manager position of all things, right? All right, Dharma, this guy is like I would say he's about a C tier villain for me. Didn't really like him, didn't really hate him completely, I would say. The only thing he was good for was definitely his energy, his unique ways of using energy, which was a bit surprising, to be fair. All right, the Bone Guards. I don't know where to put them. We only got that brief instance of them, right? Them and Wildfire. Not gonna lie, didn't expect Wildfire to be like that. The Announcer, I'll put her at low C. There's no questions. All right, the Mountain Dragons. Dude, I did like the Mountain Dragons. Design-wise, they're pretty sick. I think I'll put them like around here. Yeah. Yeah, I would say around about here. The Claws of Imperium. I think they have a really cool like suit and armor and stuff like that. I just felt like they were kind of useless most of the time, apart from the start. Like I just didn't really get how the claws could like easily catch dragons like that. Like I feel like with a dragon's strength, they could easily fling away those people holding the ropes. To be fair, I would say I put them around here. Yeah, I would say I put them around. Yeah, let me just move Bonesley down a bit. Because, yeah, I think I'll put Bonesley like mid-B-ish. Euphrasia. Dude, I really, really wish we got more Euphrasia, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I mean, she is the master of wind. She was pretty sick, to be honest. Okay, now I kind of want to move Aaron up a bit. Yeah, I'll put Aaron like this. I think this is good. I definitely want to see more of her abilities. Like, that just wasn't enough, just that one episode. But I guess the season's more about, like, setting up everything that's about to come, right? Showing us all these new elemental masters and stuff like that. I wonder if there are any other elemental masters as well. That would be pretty sick. But yeah, I'll put her at S for now. We have him who was like one of the scribes, right? And then who was the master? It was like Suetonio or something. I think that was the name. I'll just put them at the Suetonio guy, fucking D, bro. Like, just literally, bro is over his head, bro. Like thinking that his powers, or not powers, his writing is what's doing everything. It's kind of crazy. Obviously, I think things have changed now that all the realms have merged together. Things aren't coming exactly to what they are writing, right? I'll put this guy at C. Nya is always one of my top characters. I always liked Nya from start to finish. It was kind of interesting how we found her, right? Like the fact that she ended up with the Craglings, being a helper, fending off the rock dragons or whatever. Is it rock dragons or mountain dragons? Sometimes I can't really tell between the dragons, right? I think it's a mountain dragon, right? I think. Yeah. But yeah, I just enjoy her overall. So yeah. All right, we have the matriarch, bro. I do like the matriarch. It's kind of cool. We have this whole tier system with like the dragon hierarchy. And also, I think she was one of the very first ones that actually talked too. I'm just trying to remember. Like, I don't think we've ever had a talking dragon before this in Masters of Spinjitzu. Like, I'm thinking, like, Frostborn doesn't talk. Yeah. Where would I put her? I want to see more of her. I'll put her at high A for now, to be honest. And we got Xanth. W to Xanth. Xanth was great. I do like Xanth. I'll put her around here. Xanth is awesome. It's kind of funny how we just like learnt her name like later, right? And also the fact that it also comes from Ninjago. Damn, I want to know more. All right, Kai no one can beat Kai, bro. Kai is one of my favorite ninjas. This season, pretty awesome. Like, I'm loving the chemistry between him and also Wildfire. Just the fact that he's being a mentor to her, teaching all this stuff, right? And also after watching Land of the monstrosity episodes, dude, that shit was sick, bro. I don't know, man. I think I would say I know I shouldn't be including monstrosity in here, but that shit was dope. All right, Zane. I would say Zane took more of a back step this season. I think I would put him at. Just trying to think of any notable moments. I feel bad that Pitzel isn't here for him, but yeah, I'll put him at S this season. He didn't have like any like super big moments, which I definitely would have loved to have seen. But I always do like Zane. I'm putting him at S plus. I take it back. I'll put him at S plus. I do like him a lot. All right, the Emperor Leo. Bro seemed like a good guy, to be honest. I'll put him at above Beatrice for now. Because like it's like we do know the Emperor did die though, right? Like that's confirmed. But the sister still not confirmed, right? All right, we have these tentacle beast. I don't know where to put this tentacle beast. I'll put it at low C. Fire dragon. This shit is pretty cool. I'll put that over there. You got Spitz and Fritz. Where's Fritz? I think it's right here. I don't know, man. It's just not enough for me to. I'll put these two at NA. I don't know. The Ocean Gang leader. Not gonna lie, this appearance of the Ocean Gang leader reminded me a lot of Asphera in a way for some reason. It's just like giving me Asphera vibes. That was definitely interesting. All right, Geo. Where would I put Geo? I don't know. I don't know where I'll put Geo. I'll put him at high A for now. I need to see more of this fusion ability, to be honest. Like, I just don't feel like it's enough. Let me just also move this. I think I might move Arakora up. Yep. But yeah, the fusion ability, I need to see more. Like, how does he use it in battle? Like, we saw a little bit of it against the Hoarder or the Clean Sweeper thing. But I definitely want to see, like, more. I hope he learns Spinjitzu as well. Like, obviously, he's currently stuck in the Land of the Lost Things. We definitely need to learn more about that. Like, there's still so many questions. Like, we've got the Administrator, Land of the Lost Things, the stuff with Lord Ras. Like, what? Like, I know he wants to dominate all the realms and stuff like that. But there's still so much more to him, right? Like, because all we saw really was his flashback of him, I guess, instigating Beatrix to overthrow the throne and stuff like that. That's all we really saw, right? But like, I need to see more. Like, surely he's got his own forces somewhere else, right? In the Land of Wildness, right? I do wonder about that. All right, the Pie guy. C. Heatwave, dude, I like Heatwave. Heatwave was awesome. I would say I'll put Heatwave around here. Yes. The Ice Dragons did a pretty solid job. I do like the Ice Dragons. I'll put it around, I would say about here. The Source Dragon. Dude, I cannot wait to see more of the Source Dragon. Like, I would put Source Dragon low S for now. Like, it's definitely cool what we've seen so little of. But I need to see the full form. I need to see the true power. Like, we've seen a little bit, right? But that's just a tiny taste. So I definitely can't wait till we meet all these Source Dragons. Obviously, we've seen the symbols of them. I just wonder what those symbols represent. I assume it's like probably their powers, I'm assuming. The question is like, what are the names of these powers? Because now we've learned that the Source Dragons are the ones that give people elemental powers, right? We've learned that stuff. Now the question is, are they just like branches? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm trying to think. Source Dragons give these elemental powers, right? And I assume there's like a Source Dragon that's the god of fire or something like that. And then that's why we have these branch off of elemental powers that are related to fire. Like for example, Wildfire. I assume she's the elemental master of heat or melt or something like that, right? Which hasn't been revealed. Like, but we did see at the end, towards the end, right, that her powers were different from Kai's. Because when Kai shot those cans, he completely burnt them, while Wildfire only melted them, right? So she's definitely got something associated, but it's not exactly the same, right? So I'm assuming like each of these Source Dragons are like the origin, and then whatever they give their powers to are kind of like branch off elements, you know? So I think that's pretty cool. All right, Jiro. Where would I put Jiro? Dude, Jiro was so cool, man. I do like Jiro. I think he was my favorite of all the, I guess, close companion dragons we had. So yeah. All right, Creo. Where would I put Creo? I actually don't know. I think I'll put her around mid B. Yeah, I would say about there. All right, the Lava Tides, dude. Lava Tides were hilarious, man. I think I also got the mini ones. I'll put them together because they're kind of together. Like, this is the Lava Tide boss. But dude, they were like, I like the fact that they pranked back Wildfire for everything she's done, made her clean up everything, and then didn't even give the call. That shit was fucking hilarious, man. But yeah, that shit was awesome. We also did have the Lava Tides for the cultural crossroad fields as well. So I'll kind of put them around here still. Lobo. No, for some reason it says Lobo, but they pronounce it as Labo, right? Which is kind of weird. I did like Labo. Labo was awesome. Where would I put Labo? I'm gonna put him around mid-A. I did like this character. He was awesome. Like, I don't know what to say. He just seems to win everything without doing anything. All right, we have the Empyrean Teen Resistance Force. I mean, I don't know if they're called that now because it seems like they've kind of created their own like council and imperium after everything that happened. But W to these guys. I generally didn't think they would turn around. I'm gonna put them at S. I did like them. I'm not gonna call them Ginyu Force anymore, but I definitely did like Percival and his crew. The fact that they came around as well, like that was definitely a big surprise because like what we saw, I thought he was gonna be cruel as fuck because like the way he captured Ryu and then wanted to give it to the Empress, wanted to be promoted. I generally thought he was gonna be a pretty evil dude. But no, I'm surprised he actually made a turnaround from that and actually helped out the ninjas, even got wrapped in onto our side. Like, what the fuck? I'm actually so surprised by that. All right, Frolicky. Where would I put Frolicky? I'll put him at A. I think I liked him. He was definitely an enjoyable character. I just wonder how much of a role he's going to play as the assistant keeper of the monastery. But it was cool. I enjoyed his moments. I just never would have expected him to land in that position, Were rats. Where would I put the rare rats? Were rats. Low C. Didn't really do much. Rapton. I would say he's a B character for me. Didn't really like the character. Bit too whiny at times, I feel like. And yeah, too much of a poser. Lord Ras. Lord Ross is a hard one. Like I saw the good moments, but then I also saw like the fraud moments, So like obviously the season doesn't showcase. Okay, thank God, bro. I accidentally clicked the back button on my mouse, bro. I was like, fuck. But yeah, as I was saying, we saw the good moments and we saw the fraud moments, right? The fraud moments being him taken down so easily by Aaron and Sora, which I was not really expecting. I was expecting him to 1v2, but then Sora, having Ryu's powers definitely play a big advantage to that, right? But for someone who supposedly captured a Source Dragon, I was definitely expecting more, right? So I'm like hovering between high A and low S for now. I know that he's definitely going to play a big part later. But for now, I'm going to leave him at the high. I think I'll put him at high A for now. Yeah, I'm putting him at high A for now. I need to see more. I know he was like the instigator for like Beatrix and stuff like that, but I definitely want to see more. All right. We have Zertrix. I don't know where to put Zertrix. We only have a brief moment of her. But she definitely seems cool. I'm going to put her at low A for now. I am intrigued by her power, which is like some kind of shockwave or force or something like that. I don't know exactly what her power is, but hopefully we do get revealed that soon. And I'm assuming she is still alive because all we saw was her being cuffed up. She must be in one of those prison cells, right? I'm surprised she didn't make a real appearance this season, or I'm assuming she might make one in the future seasons, but she's definitely not dead, right? So yeah. All right, Ryu. Ryu, I love Ryu. It's just a cute little dragon. Cool little buddy. Definitely had his fair share of moments. I didn't know what I was expecting when we had Ryu, but would you say Ryu right now is like a baby or like a young, like maybe? I mean, how old is Ryu anyway? I actually have no clue. I would assume he's like a baby dragon right now. So yeah. Dr. Laro. Dr. Laro. Did not really like Dr. Laro. This thieving, credit stealing fraud doctor, assuming she knew everything, or scientist is probably the more accurate word. Yeah, I'm just trying to think like what kind of achievements did she do on her own that was not from stealing other people's, right? So yeah. All right, I love Lloyd this season. Lloyd was awesome this season. I mean, there's not much else to say about Lloyd. He was a great mentor, kind of a great mentor to the ninjas in training. But he definitely is the pillar of spirit of the squad, right? So yeah. I mean, he had so many good moments though. Him being the conduit of the Source Dragon, him getting all those powers even from the matriarch. That shit was cool. All right, we gotta have the worms. I don't know what to say about the worms. Also, I'll just put them around mid C. Security robots dancing. C. Okay. The parents, they are the worst. Put them D. Sora's parents, they fucking suck. The fact that they still believed in the Empress after everything that happened, that is so insane to me. And I'm wondering, are we going to see them in the future episodes? I don't know, man. If we do, maybe they come around. I don't know. But still, they are the worst parents ever, bro. All right, Sora. I love Sora. Sora was awesome this season. I put her at S+. I think it's, I want to see, I like the fact that she was, she comes in low confidence at first, right? Always questioning, doubting herself. And then we go to like the Jin episode and she's, telling the Jin to cheer up. But I feel like she's kind of in the exact same situation where she also needs that mentality or that support, right? Because she's in the same mentality as Arakora in a way. And then we finally get to like the last few episodes and she's mustering up her courage, to the citizens of Imperium, giving that speech, right? To, stand up for themselves and not be, controlled on every single action. And then I'm glad she finally was able to, use her power by herself without Ryu's help. And I think it was a cool development that we got to see, which I wanted to see from Aaron as well. Like I wanted to see that with his spinjitzu. We got a little bit with that with the object spinjitzu throwing stuff, but I wanted to see the full spinjitzu of him fully mastering it. But obviously we're not going to get that right now, right? And also, when will we get Sora using spinjitzu? Like she's training, right? So surely we get to see that. Like she's not just going to be training in only just her elemental powers. So I can't wait to see her use spinjitzu as well. All right, let's go. Next character, the spirits. Where would I put the spirit? I mean, W Law, honestly. Design-wise, pretty sick. I'll put him around mid B. Wu. I don't know where to put Wu. I don't know, man. He's mysterious right now. He's leading us around. I'll put him at NA for now, but he's definitely leading the ninjas around to their destiny or path. Where are you leading Cole currently? Does Jay hear your voice? I don't know, man. Like, I genuinely have no clue. All right, we have the sweeper guy. Dude, this little dude is like a fucking menace. I'll put him at B. It was crazy. Jordana. I don't know how I feel about Jordana. I think she has potential. I'll put her at high A. I do like her. I like the fact that she, uprooted Dr. LaRoe and, didn't take her crap anymore and wanted to, achieve higher success, right? Now, the question is, Lord Ras has taken her under his wing, right? And what are they going to do together? Because it was kind of crazy that none of the scientists could drain the Source Dragon's powers, but only she did. She was able to. I guess it's because she didn't care about safety. She didn't take safety into account. Got rid of all the safety protocols, and was able to, I guess, only drain a little bit of into that, makeshift Dragon Core, I guess, energy power thing. I don't even know what to call it, right? That makeshift energy core or Dragon Core, I guess is a better way to say it. But I definitely can't wait to see more of her. All right, Howlers. Howlers were kind of cool. I did like the Howlers. They were pretty sick. I'll put them around here, I think. Yeah. Got Gus and his family, citizens of Ninjago believing in the ninja. W. Put them at low B. This pie guy. Oh no, the Zane Zane Day. I thought this was the pie guy, but it wasn't. There were two different Mukoids, bro. Like I did not know that. I thought it was generally that pie guy. But yeah, no, D. I put him at like around here. All right, Wildfire. I think. Where would I put Wildfire? I love Wildfire. I'll put him at S+. She was definitely an S+ character for me. I mean, like, to be honest, I think I might put her down just a little bit. I might put her at S. I actually did like Wildfire, but then learning about her, like, I guess her character about pranking people definitely made me like her a little bit less. But it was definitely funny. But I definitely love to see more of like the progress of her character. The more that Kai will teach her, I definitely will put her further up, right? But right now, I think these two are like, they're like on the verge of S+ for me. I feel like I could definitely see them being S+ right now, but I want to see more growth. So I'll just leave them at S for now. And then you have the Mukoid. I'll just put him at see. I don't really know where to rank these ones. These are kind of like, but yeah, overall, I think this would be my tier list. Dude, I can't wait to start season 2 right now. But yeah, I think this would be my tier list. Favorite character of the season was definitely Kai and Lloyd. These two, I could argue, like, they could be both 1 and 2. I could switch them around. But yeah, I think this is where my list would be. I'm not sure if I'm missing anyone like super important, you know? But overall, I am hyped for season 2. Like, I just can't wait to see what are they gonna do. Like, what else are we gonna get during the season, right? Like, there's still so many questions. Like, we got all the other rounds we haven't checked. We got Cursed, Departed. Yeah, the Cursed, Departed realm. The thing is, the one thing I'm really curious about the Cursed realm is like obviously because all the realms merged, it means that the what's the name again? Preeminence. That's the name. Yeah, the preeminence, I assume, is out of the Departed realm and kind of just has an area to itself. Is what I'm assuming. I don't know, man. It's kind of wrecking my brain hard. But yeah, we got that stuff. We got Lord Ra stuff. We got Source Dragons. There's so much lore to the season that I cannot wait. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that character tier list. Let me know down below in the comments of your top 5 favorite characters this season. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. Laters.